everyone, this is Amanpreet Kaur from Guru Nanak Dev University and I'm a legal intern at Lexan Company. So the purpose of today's video is basically to get to know about fraud and financial crimes. So let's start with the topic. So first of all, what are these? So they are a form of theft or larceny that occur when a person or entity takes money or property or uses them in an illicit manner with the intent to gain a benefit from it. So these crimes typically involve some form of deceit or the abuse of a position of trust, which distinguishes them from common theft or robbery. So in today's complex economy, these crimes can take many forms. So we can say like a forgery, credit card fraud, embezzlement and money laundering, etc. So let's know about debit and credit card fraud. So what is this? It also occurs when an individual has an intent to fraudulently obtain money, goods or services by using the access card of a card holder who has not authorized its use. So what are the common examples of these? Like we can say that someone else's credit or debit card without that person's consent, we are using that, and using your own credit or debit card knowing that it has been revoked or expired, or that you are available or like your available balance is less than the purchase price. So or we can say that using a stolen or fraudulent credit or debit card to receive money, goods or services. These are some examples of these. So next is forgery. So the crime of forgery occurs with an intent to defraud. A person executes, alters or publishes a writing without the owner's knowledge or consent. So this we can say this can also happen if she or he fraudulently makes a writing and holds it out to be the work of another. So a writing can include money, coins, credit cards, checks, bank drafts, stock certificates, or we can say bonds, bills, etc. So the other one is wire fraud. The crime of wire fraud occurs when someone voluntarily and intentionally uses an interstate communication devices such as a telephone or the internet as a part of any scheme to defraud another of property or anything else of value. For example, if you try to sell property you do not own, and in your attempt you use your we can say you use your smartphone to send an email to someone trying to convince that person to purchase the land, you commit wire fraud. So wire fraud is a federal crime with serious potential consequences. So the next comes insurance fraud. Like there are many types of insurance frauds. It is basically stealing. So simply put, insurance fraud is lying for the purpose of getting more money from an insurance company, whether it is we can say auto insurance, life insurance or any other kind of insurance. So there are two type of insurance fraud. We can say soft and hard fraud. Let's take an example of that. First of all, soft fraud is getting into motorcycle accident and claiming your injuries are worse than they really are for financial gains. These are the soft ones. And hard fraud, we can say that when same motorcycle accident on you just intentionally put an accident on purpose so that you can claim the insurance money. Both are crimes. So the next is that why you need a criminal defense attorney. Being charged with a fraud or financial crime is a serious situation. If you are charged with any one of these crimes classifications or are asked questions by investigator, you need to talk to an experienced criminal defense attorney as soon as possible. Always talk to a lawyer before you make any statements to investigators. Your lawyer will be able to guide you through the criminal justice, or we can say he can protect your interest at every stage. So let's talk about now what are the fraud and financial crimes, the basics of, or we can say that the basic types of these frauds. First of all is bribery. So brief explanation, we can say that which is the act of accepting or offering something of value in exchange for influence or power in connection to an elected position or public employment. Then other one is we will just have a quick review of fraud, that is in-depth information about fraud in general and definitions of the various types of fraud such as wire fraud, tax evasion, insurance fraud and identity theft. So the other one is embezzlement, a crime that occurs when an individual steals money or property that he or she has been entrusted to manage with links to fine laws, theft and larceny subsection. The other one is identity theft. uh, it we can say that which occurs when someone unlawfully uses another's personally identifying information, such as his social security number or his, basically he is trying to be someone who he is not. So yeah, this is the identity one. And money, the other one is the money laundering. That is the definition of money laundering. We can say it a crime involving the movement of illicit money and other gains into illegitimate channels in order to disguise the money's illegal source and uh, thwart the tax officials. So we can also call it one of the basic one is also mortgage fraud. That is, we can say that it is related to the misrepresentation or misstatement of mortgage documents for the purpose of defrauding another party, such as lender or any home owner. So these are the, and one of the is that the security frauds. It is basically a crime in which a corporate officer, for example, makes misleading statements about the company's stock performance or disclosing confidential information related to its stock. And the also tax evasion is also a kind of fraud. It is the crime of not paying one's legally required share of either federal or state taxes, which is punished severely and can lead to asset forfeiture or prison. uh, Also, we can't forget about white collar crimes, as we all know that most commonly it is related to the use of decide for financial gains only. And yeah, so that's it. So if you like this video, put a thumbs up on this video, and also like and subscribe to the channel. Let's click. And all, if you have any question regarding this, then mention it in the comment box. It does not solicit any type of promotion or advertisement as per the guidelines of Bar Council of India, and it is for education purpose only. So thank you.